Yebo, woza. Yeah, man, I just came across a clip here of Mobutu Sese Seko Ngendo Wazabanda. This guy ruled Zaire for 32 years, which is today called Congo. You know, this guy was a dictator. This is the guy that was recruited, I think secretly, by the Belgians that came up and ousted Mr. Patrice Lumumba, the only democratically elected leader of Congo. And also, the coup was aided by many Western countries. I believe with the information that you find online right now, the UN was also involved, you know, the so-called UN. Yeah, go check it out, look it up. We all know Congo. Without Congo, there's no cell phones, there's no uranium, there's no coltan, there's no diamond, there's no everything, there's no gold, there's no copper. All these things, all these natural resources is the cause of the instability which is stage managed in Congo. And these instabilities, they are caused by the same people that you see making noise. Oh, Africa is fighting. Oh, Congo is fighting. All these things. They're busy keeping the people fighting and unaliving each other because of this, so that they can have the control of everything. All right? Yeah, man. Go look it up. So, the Pan-African leader, Mr. Lumumba's reign only lasted 10 weeks. He was ousted. 10 weeks. And after that 10 weeks, Mobutu Sese Seko ruled Congo with an iron fist. This guy was also invited several times at the White House. He was invited at the White House. He also was invited in London by the Queen. Yeah, man. So, Patrice Lumumba's reign only lasted 10 weeks. He was ousted by then Mr. Mobutu Sese Seko, and he was taken somewhere where he was unalived by firing squad. Since then, Congo has never known peace. All right, check out this clip that I just came across and see how these guys were praising Mr. Mobutu Sese Seko. Check this out.
C'est servi. Nous chanterons et danserons. Pour honorer notre vie et lui exprimer notre amour. Nous chanterons et danserons. Pour honorer notre vie et lui exprimer notre amour. L'authenticité est notre philosophie politique. Nous voulons être nous-mêmes et non ce que les autres voudraient que nous soyons. La République du Zaïre.
La concentration des pouvoirs.
Yeah, this guy was known for corruption, nepotism, and having amassed wealth between $50 million and $125 million stashed in Swiss accounts. while his people were languishing in poverty. Also, he had 3 palaces. 3 palaces built just for himself. Behold, the mighty emperor. You see what I mean? You know, under the watch of the West. Like, he was still the darling of the West. Yeah? It is believed the money stashed abroad or in Swiss accounts is in billions of dollars. Till today, they've never returned that money. Meaning the Swiss banks are also accomplices. These are the people who are encouraging them to steal from us. And now they don't want to bring back the money because they knew the source of that money, dirty money. If you look at the 60s in Africa, there was this trend of coups taking place, one after the other, one after the other. These coups were not just happening like that. These coups were set up. And the unaliving of many prominent African leaders that could have taken the continent forward continued to this day. And these are things that you need to go look it up and you get to learn. Look it up there. Be curious and go look it up. You will see. Check this clip again. Listen to this man, what he's saying. I came across this other clip just the other day on the internet. Listen to what he's saying.
We heard from the minister of DRC. What's wrong with your country? Well, we don't even start by saying the King of Belgium created a slave colony for 30 years. The government of Belgium ran the slave colony for another 40 years. The CIA assassinated your first popular leader, Mr. Lumumba, and then installed another dictatorship for the next 30 years. And then Glencore and others now suck out your cobalt without giving you tax income. We don't reflect on that. We say, what's wrong with you? Why don't you govern properly? And so we have a system, but we need a different system. We cannot turn this over to the private sector. We already did about 100 years ago with the U.S. military behind it.
Yeah, man, when Mobutu's reign came to an end, when shit hit the roof, his allies never came to his rescue. They all turned a blind eye the same way they turned a blind eye when he ousted Lumumba. So in other words, this should be a lesson to all African leaders. If it's not a lesson, history shall repeat itself. So in conclusion, Africa needs to be independent and detached from any foreign allies. These people are not allies. They're comfortable with the dictatorships. We do not need dictatorships in Africa. Peace out. Africa unite.